What is good, everybody? Hope everyone having a great day today. Welcome to Wednesday's Live. It should have been a little bit earlier, but hey, we're still gonna get it in. All right, I had a lot of things to do this morning, kind of piled up my time, but it is what it is. We're still gonna get going. So today we're gonna be talking about dietary supplements and do we actually need them, and which ones do we actually need. But most importantly, I want to really deep dive into this because I feel like a lot of times, a lot of us keep looking for fat burners, supplements, and things for us to lose weight. Oh, let me get this and that. It's gonna help me when it comes to my weight loss journey, but things you guys need to understand is you still need to do some work. You still need to put in the time. You still need to, put in the effort, right? And this is one of the biggest things I really want to go in deep dive into today is do we actually need supplements? But first of all, what are supplements? Well, supplements is dietary supplement dietary ingredients, food that you can replace within, let's say, a capsule, powder form. And one of the biggest things is a supplement is basically the word supplement itself. What you want to do with it is look at the word and say, what does it actually mean? Supplement. That means if you're not getting it from your food, then you add it into your diet. And that's one of the biggest things I really want to go over, because I feel like a lot of people are they just want supplements to help them do the things that they can already do themselves. And I'm just being 100% transparent with you guys. Even let's say whey protein. A lot of times I don't tell my clients to go, hey, get whey protein, because I like to see, first of all, what are you eating within your diet, and are you actually meeting that standard? Are you actually meeting that intake? Because if you are meeting that intake, then you don't really need a dietary supplement. All you have to do is just stay consistent with your eating and find ways to actually adhere to it. And one of the biggest things I want to really encourage you guys to do is before you even think about supplements, look at the food that you're eating. There's a lot of people that say, oh, I want to take this fat burner, but you're eating totally junk food every day, every single minute, and every week and every month. Of course you think you need dietary supplement because your food is crap. So therefore, for you, what I would actually recommend you to do first is to look at your food first and how you can increase the quality of it, how you increase the amount of vitamins and minerals you actually get from it, how you can increase it so therefore you actually feel fuller. Most importantly, it'll help you have more energy. It'll help you actually do more in the gym. It'll help you actually do more in your day-to-day. So the biggest thing is look at your diet first, because before you even supplement anything, you have to look at what you're doing. Even like iron, right? And this actually happened to my girlfriend where she was getting, let's say, iron medication. I was told, girl, look at your diet. What are you eating? All right, cool. Let's put foods within your diet that actually help increase your iron. So therefore, things are a little bit easier for you, and you can actually have control over it instead of saying I need to depend on this person to give me this medication, so therefore I get my iron levels up. No, look at your food, and we did. We looked at our food, and well, for me, I always cook, so therefore that made it a little easier. But overall, we were able to actually increase it because iron is not something that you necessarily need to get a shot for. It's something you can supplement within your day to day with certain foods that you can include within your diet to help increase that level. Potassium, magnesium, vitamin D, all these things are things you don't need. Omega-3 fatty acids, omega-6s. You don't need to get a certain supplement. Just increase the quality of your food. And it's crazy to me that how many people will rather go the supplement route instead of actually looking at their food. Guys, sometimes you got to get a little bit uncomfortable to actually learn the things you need to do. That means sometimes instead of saying, let me get that supplement, actually be personal with yourself. Am I actually eating something that's going to give me energy? Am I actually feeding myself the right way? Am I actually taking care of my body the way I'm supposed to? Or am I just being lazy? And you got to be honest with yourself. For me, let's say 2 years ago, I remember the first time I ever wanted to, let's say, deep dive into, let's say, meal prepping, not meal prepping, into my bodybuilding show. When I really wanted to deep dive into that, I literally had to ask myself, am I ready for this? Am I able to actually do this? I'm like, okay, cool, we can. All right, but we still need some help. So I got a coach, and it was able to help me propel forward. But the biggest thing is I didn't look at a supplement. I didn't look towards steroids to actually get me the physique that I know I could have attained naturally. I said, I'm going to do this naturally. So therefore, let's say a few years, if I do hop on steroids, it's going to be a lot easier. But most importantly, I won't need as much. You guys, how many people out there are just taking stuff just to take it because they think it's going to do the trick when they could just do it themselves? So many people. And for me, I'm kind of tired of seeing it. The main question I always ask is, yo, Carl, what supplement does this, supplement does that? I always say, look at your food. You're lacking protein. Look at your food. Look at your food and find ways to include more protein within your food. And I promise you, it's going to be a lot more beneficial for you. Most importantly, your body's going to respond to it a little bit better. Because the biggest thing is, guys, when it comes to, let's say, weight loss, weight gain, it's how your body's responding to what you're doing. If your body's responding in a negative way, then you're going to get negative results. Or if your body's responding in a positive way, you're going to get positive results. But sometimes what you need to do is actually look at your food, track it, know what you're doing, know what you're eating. So therefore, you can actually pinpoint what may or may not be working. Because you can just take a supplement and it doesn't work, and then now you just lost money. Most importantly, it's on your shelf. And I bet you a lot of you that are watching this, you will find supplements on your shelf just stacked up that you haven't used in 5, 10 years. It's the truth. You literally buy them and use them for a week and don't you totally forget about them. Literally sit in the capsule, take it twice in the morning, you buy it, and you forget about it. It says take the protein powder and put it in this and that, and you forget about it. So why not, instead of wasting your money, wasting your time, look at your food, how you're actually eating things, how you're actually doing things, because that's gonna be a lot more beneficial for you. Should we buy supplements that are advertised what they want to achieve? No. Why? One of the biggest thing I would say, guys, is when it comes to supplements, there is trusted brands and there are brands that are just bullshit. One biggest thing I would say is look for trusted brands. The ones that are FDA approved, the ones that let's say the most trusted physician, doctor, people that actually study these things will actually take and utilize. For me, there's only like a specific few supplements that I would tell my clients go get. But other than that, I would probably be like, nah, you don't need that. You don't need that. You don't need that. You can get it with this food. You can get it that food. And they're like, how do you know that? I'm like, cuz I've been doing this so long that I know what certain foods will do for you. I know what certain foods will give you. But you don't need to take a dietary supplement just to get your greens in. Just include more greens in your diet. And let's say you're in an area or environment where you can't. There's different things that you could utilize within that environment, or you can make your own, or you can get frozen ones that actually could supplement into your diet. So therefore, instead of getting a supplement, you add more greens into your diet, which is going to be a lot more beneficial for you. How to determine which supplements you need. Now, let's say you do need a supplement and it's hard. And let's say you're protein, right? You're trying your best, you're doing everything you can, but you still need at least 20 grams of protein. Then I would be like, okay, cool, let's get a protein powder. And I'll probably be like, hey, get Optimal Nutrition. Get something that is actually trusted, something that you can utilize right now to increase the amount of protein intake you're having. So therefore, it's a little easier. Let's say it's carbs and you're struggling to get your carbs in. Okay, cool. When it comes to your carbs, one of the big things I would say is look how much carbs you're actually eating. If you're missing 30 grams, okay, cool. There's certain things included in your diet to increase your carbs. There's liquid carbs, there's powdered carbs. You can literally take it up and boom, and it's that easy. But you don't want to depend on that to actually get your resources, nutrients. It's a big thing. So utilize it as a way to actually aid you in what you're trying to achieve. Supplement, best. Top recommends. And I'm being 100% honest with you, unless you really want to deep dive into, let's say, bodybuilding, you really want to deep dive into, let's say, growing, not grow, but like going for a prep or prepping for a powerlifting meet, there's different things that you might need to take. There's different things that might help you. But if your goal is just to be healthy and you just want to be healthy, lose a little bit of weight, actually feel good in your body, whey protein and pre-workout. I wouldn't necessarily get junky. That's a powerful one. I actually would never get that one. If you're just starting out with pre-workouts, I'll probably get like a non-stem pre-workout. But in the beginning, all you need is whey protein and pre-workout. Whey protein if you're lacking protein within your diet, pre-workout to help you give it a boost when it comes to going to your workouts, and creatine to help you when it comes to muscle support recovery. And here's the thing, right? You still want to utilize them safely. When it comes to whey protein, you don't want to have 5 protein shakes a day and say, yeah, that's my intake. You're going to be shitting water. I'm just being honest with you. So you want to make sure that you're still getting a bulk of it, at least 90 to 80% of it from your food, and then supplement something in to finish that last 20%, the last 10%. And when it comes to pre-workout, again, you don't want to abuse it, but also most importantly, you want to know what you're doing throughout the day. Because let's say you're drinking 5 cups of coffee in the morning, you're taking pre-workout to the gym, you're probably in line for a heart attack. So you need to slow it down. So one thing I would say is if you're going to take a pre-workout, look what's in it, because there's ones that are caffeine in it, and there's ones that are stem, and there's ones that are not stem, and there's ones that are not caffeine in it. So therefore, look at what you're actually taking. So you can look at what you drink in the morning and say, okay, I'm having 1 cup of coffee, I have this. So therefore, it's a little easier to streamline, most importantly, include in your diet. And creatine, just to help you recover, most importantly, push a little bit more in the gym. Basically, what creatine does, it takes your ATP, turn it into ADP, and then from there on, what you're doing during your workout is it gives you a little bit more energy, so therefore it brings that ADP back to ATP, so you have more energy throughout your workout, so you can push a little bit harder. Now, top 3 supplements for building muscle strength and recovery. Again, these are the ones I would focus on. A digestive enzyme is basically to help with your digestion. The reason why I recommend a digestive enzyme is because I personally take it when I'm bulking. When I'm bulking, there's sometimes, let's say, where I have to eat 3,500 calories, and it's a little bit difficult to actually eat 3,500 calories. So I use can't even talk. I use a digestive enzyme, so therefore I can increase the amount of eating, most importantly, speed up my digestion, so it's a little easier to actually eat that food. And it just makes me digest things a little faster. So I would definitely include that within your diet if you're struggling to, let's say, well, you're struggling with your appetite. That's something I would do. There are people that are going to tell you that you could use MK77, but I wouldn't prefer that. I would prefer you use this first before you go into MK77. Just because MK77, yes, there's studies that show that it helps with speeding your digestion, but the thing is, there's also studies that show that it can negatively impact your body. And for me, one of the biggest things is I want things that are positive and less negative. So for me, that enzyme always works out. Now, top three supplements for losing weight, energy, and endurance. Caffeine, if you don't already have caffeine. Caffeine, coffee, overall is great for you guys. So many studies prove so. When it comes to, say, just everything else, and you don't need that much. You only need like the few basics, fam. Because the few basics are going to be a lot more beneficial for you. So therefore, you can actually see the results that you want to see. You do not need that much. You need the basics, the simple stuff. Come on, baby. Last but not least, let's say joint health, gut health, heart health. I would say definitely a probiotic, magnesium, and omega-3s if you're already not getting from your food. Again, I always say food first. If you're not getting it from food, then supplement it. Omega-3s you can get from your fat sources. Magnesium you can get from different vegetables and different like sources of food. And probiotics, there's many forms of foods that have probiotics. Even like probiotic cottage cheese that you can utilize to increase that instead of actually supplementing it. So again, basic thing is look at your food because that's going to be the biggest difference, right? I can only use caffeine free. Okay, cool. If you can only use caffeine free, the biggest thing is go for a non-stem. A non-stem is what company has a good non-stem? I was gonna say, but there. And the biggest thing is if you trust the brand, you will spend money. You can never go wrong with brands that you know actually people utilize on a daily basis, or us professionals utilize on a daily basis. Because that's the biggest thing you want. You want brands that are actually utilized by people you already know, people that already do the work, who already do the research. Most importantly, people that are already at levels ahead what you actually want to accomplish. Meaning, even like working out, you want to get, let's say, lessons from people that actually are doing it years and years out. Not somebody who half-asses it and then tells you, yeah, go to the gym and do this and do that. Who you gonna listen to? Who's gonna give you actual advice that you can utilize right now? The person who's been doing it for years and years, because they're gonna tell you the simple stuff, the basics that actually work, instead of someone saying, yeah, you need to do 5 hit workouts back to back to back, and it's gonna help you lose weight. No, you don't. You just need to stick to the basics, build muscle. Over time, you'll find yourself getting in better shape. Most importantly, increase your metabolism, getting stronger, getting leaner, and have the dream body that you want. But yeah, I really basically just want to go over supplements today, guys, and basically like give you guys a down of like what you actually need to know. Like you don't need all these other supplements. You just need the basics, man. Just need the basics and just focus overall on your food, because your food is going to be the biggest thing that impacts you. Most importantly, the biggest thing that gives you energy, gives you the ability to actually perform in and out of the gym. But yeah, friend, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay beautiful, stay blessed. Actually, I have a call in the next 6 minutes, so that's why I was rushing a little bit towards the end. I may have like over talked, like done some things. Let me know if I skipped anything. Let me know in the comment section if you enjoyed this. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.